Hi there, Kath Gammack, Rig Market Analyst with Westwood Global Energy, here with a quick recap of some of last week's offshore rig market highlights. Although no new contracts and/or extensions were confirmed this past week, there were a few units nearing contract startup or resumption of operations. Jack-up shelf drilling sector, which has lain idle since August of 2022, moved from Crystal Shipyard to the eastern anchorage off Singapore, waiting to be loaded onto the heavy lift vessel Target. We expect the rig to arrive Nigeria around mid-April, prior to kicking off a 2-year firm contract in May with an as-yet-to-be-named operator. Ultra-deepwater drillship Stena Icemax completed its 2-well campaign with CNOOC offshore Gabon and is moving to Las Palmas in the Canary Islands for a short layover before heading to Newfoundland, Canada, where she will drill one exploration well. This work is now expected to kick off around 1 month earlier than anticipated. Transocean's 8th generation ultra-deepwater drillship, Deepwater Titan, is en route from Singapore to the Gulf of Mexico via Walvis Bay, Namibia. Chevron has the rig contracted for 5 years, which is expected to commence during May. Ultra-deepwater semi-Transocean Barents, which is currently sitting in the Norwegian fjord waiting to move to UK waters. The contract with Total Energies kicked off mid-month, with operations at its Ben Riach well west of Shetland expected to last around 110 days. Advanced Energy Services owned jack-up Admarine 507, ex-West Ariel, is now bound for Saudi Arabia, having completed its reactivation programme in the United Arab Emirates. The new 3-year contract with Saudi Aramco is expected to start during the second quarter. Ultra-deepwater drillship Capella arrived in Singapore from Labuan for a short stay before commencing the voyage to Mozambique, where the rig has been contracted by Eni to drill an exploration well in Block A-5A-2. Operations are expected to last between 30 and 45 days. Thereafter, the rig will return to Indonesia. Diamond Offshore ultra-deepwater semi-Ocean Great White arrived at BP's Ben Lors well location. However, we understand it is still undertaking some acceptance tests prior to drilling operations commencing. Also, deepwater semi-Ocean Endeavour, which is sitting in Magnusfjorden waiting on weather, prior to moving to Shell's Ghana GF04 well in the central North Sea, at which time the rig will be back on the payroll. Equinor, having submitted an application to the Norwegian Environment Agency, is planning to drill exploration well 35/11-26S using Odfjell Drilling ultra-deepwater semi-deep-sea Stavanger. It is understood that drilling is scheduled for early August and, if discovered, could keep the rig occupied for around 77 days. And finally this week, Equinor made an oil and gas discovery at Wildcat Well 35/10-9 in production licence 827S in the northern North Sea. Initial estimates place the size of the discovery at between 3.8 and 13.3 million standard cubic metres of recoverable oil equivalent. However, an appraisal well will be required to get a more precise estimate. The well was drilled by Odfjell Drilling ultra-deepwater semi-deep-sea Stavanger to a measured depth of 5,935 feet in a water depth of 1,207 feet. Trillion Energy announced preliminary gas indications at its fourth well in the SASB gas field in the Black Sea. The well was drilled by GSP Jack-Up Uranus to a total measured depth of 12,596 feet and a true vertical depth of 5,502 feet. That's it for this week. Many thanks for listening, and I hope you found this of interest. For more information on rig logics, please visit our website www.westwoodenergy.com.